Hi, everybody. Today is Wednesday, April 21st, 2021. My name is Mix. Today's channel is Real Estate Investment for the Average Joe. And we're going to talk about Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, what it means to us, the investors, what are their plans, what exactly they're trying to do, basically. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a politician. I'm not a Democrat, Republican. I'm just a average Joe who likes to invest in properties. So today, I get a phone call from my agent. He calls me up and he goes, "Hey, Mix, great news. Your loan, everything is good to go. We just need a couple of things done. They just need to verify that you are not on forbearance and also that you're current on your loan." I say, "Okay, perfect. Ryan, tell them to call me. I'm available anytime." And then we talk casual. And then we talk a little bit more about, my goals for this year. And I said, "Well, Ryan, I cannot wait to finish this one so that I can go on to my next project. I already have an investor with me. We're going to go buy another property." Ryan goes, "Okay, Mix, let's just take care of this one for now and then focus on the next project later." The reason why I say this is that, and I don't know if I told you this before, because we talk a lot about, things like with the investments, things like that. So he said, it's getting extremely hard for real estate investors to get approved for the loans. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they do not want to see these kind of loans, investment loans. I said, "Well, why?" I asked him, he said, "I don't know, but they just told us, single family homes for people who are going to go into these homes. Investors, there's a different type of underwriting, and it's getting very hard. I mean, I don't know if I can get you approved the next time you apply for the loan. Let's just take care of this one for right now, and then we move on to the project." So yeah, that's totally fine. That makes sense. You sell a boat, from one place to the next, and then you go. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that you do something, you get it done, and then you go to the next one. Okay, perfect. So then I ask, right? What's the situation? And with that, like things that are getting hard. So he doesn't know for sure, but there's all these strict rules that they have and guidelines that they have to follow. Then I remember having a conversation with Ryan and also with my agent about not too long ago, President Biden, during his campaign promise, was that he wanted to help first-time home buyers with up to $15,000 loan, assistance. So if you think about it, and which they're trying to do is like pretty much copy what they did during the Obama administration, was that first-time home buyers got an assistance, government assistance, to apply towards a closing costs and down payment. 15 grand, it's a lot of money. Like I remember, it took me, when I was working and I had a pretty decent job in sales, took me about a year to save up 3 grand, So coming up with $15,000, as an assistance, it's a great blessing for first-time home buyers. So we had that conversation, Ryan and I, and I told him, "Hey, if this rolls out, you're gonna make a ton of money, because there's no better time to be a lender when this program rolls out." He goes, "Well, Mix, yes, that makes total sense, but there's no inventory. This is gonna erode all the inventory that we have. what do you think is going to happen to home prices if you give like $15,000 government assistance to buy a property? So the first thing that came to my mind is like, yeah, home prices are going to go up. There's going to be bidding wars, and maybe the $15,000 is going to be utilized towards the trying to get the deal closed. This is exactly right. We're going to have a major problem if this thing rolls out and we have no inventory. So the problem is inventory, right? So here's the thing. If this thing rolls out and there's not enough inventory, we're going to have a major problem. So much so that I think quietly the investors are not getting approved for the loans, even though they're probably better qualified than some first-time home buyers. And here's the thing. Could it be possible? Again, I'm not a politician. I'm not instigating anything, but it's just my mind speaking aloud. Could it be possible that the new administration is creating more housing inventory by blocking real estate investors from acquiring single-family homes? That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. So so I did a research and I came across 2 articles that I want to read. Just the title, an article by HousingWire.com said Fannie Mae tightens standard on investment properties. So there you go. Treasury amendment, it's an amendment that they put in their guidelines, means that it has a 7% limit on acquisition of single-family mortgage loans secured by second home and investment properties. There's another article by Fool.com. Fannie Mae is getting stricter with investment property loans, and this article came to light about a month ago. So you can download on Fannie Mae's website the lender letter. Here it is, LL2021-08. It's a letter that was sent to all Fannie Mae single-family sellers. Eligibility of loans secured by second home and investment properties. So these are the guidelines, what they're trying to do, the rules, okay? So to be the eligibility, as a result of this amendment, we are announcing the following changes to our eligibility policy. Other than the exception of noted below, all second home and investment property loans must meet the following requirements. Number 1, be underwritten by desktop underwriter. Okay. Number 2, receive a approved or eligible recommendation. And 3, be delivered as a DU loan in loan delivery. So they want you to use a system that they have to approve or disapprove the eligibility. And this is the amendment. Recent amendments to our senior preferred stock purchase agreement with Treasury impose additional risk criteria on the loans we acquire. One of those restrictions is a 7% limit to our acquisition of single-family mortgage loans secured by second home and investment properties. So basically, they don't want to see investment loans go through Fannie Mae. So the writing is on the wall, guys. I mean, if there's, it doesn't matter what I think, and this is what we need to do. Number 1, we have to continue to keep our credit score up. I know it's. Let's say your credit score is already perfect. Okay, so what else could you do? You could also get more money for a down payment. So when you put down more down payment, you're gonna have more cash flow. I think as an investor, you have to have your your dollars that you're gonna be spending into the investment, you have to calculate it where you're gonna have decent amount of cash flow. Now, the more down payment you put, the more cash flow you're gonna have. So that actually is gonna be good in the long run, right? Perhaps you have the idea of buying multiple properties this year, but just getting this one this year instead of two, so be it. Just we at least get one. Another it would be if you had your eyes on a $250,000 property, and the criteria to qualify is too much. They're asking you more down payment, and you don't have the money. Then don't worry, just scale down a little bit. Look other areas. I mean, instead of buying a property for 250, go with 200 or 150. You could get $150,000 properties that are maybe a A minus, a solid A, or a B plus properties. If you look for those, you can find it. Let's see. There's areas like in Illinois, the Ohio, Pennsylvania, Missouri, Kansas. So there's all of those areas that you can go look in the Midwest. You can look in the Northeast. You will find properties that are in good shape for under 200, above 150. And if you thought about spending more than that, right, like 250, but now you cannot afford that because of interest rates and things like that, then you can always scale down. So that will be my recommendation: scale down, continue to maintain your credit score, and save more money for a down payment. So the problem that we're having, and this is another topic for another day, is the lack of inventory because there's too much red tape for the builders. And also we have a lumber problem. There's not enough lumber that builders can get their hands on. So if builders have to pay a premium to get lumber, and they do not want to pass it on to their client, it will eat their profits. So they're not building. They have their arms crossed until lumber prices goes down, and then they start building. So that's a huge problem that we're running into. So if that continues, then home prices are just gonna continue to go up, and the real estate investor, like the average Joe, like you and me, who are looking at properties in the $100,000 range, we're gonna be priced out because there's nothing available below that price range. So it's gonna be very hard, and we need to save up more money. So one thing for sure is that always keep your ear to the ground for more opportunities, and save up, and also maintain your credit score. And things are gonna get better. It's just a matter of time before the builders they start building. So I'm looking forward for this year to continue investing. I mean, just because I'm about to finish with this one project doesn't mean I will stop this year. I will continue, and I'm always talking with real estate agents. There's always going to be opportunities out there. I'll give you one great area to look at. KCMO, Kansas City, Missouri. I can go on and on about it. I love KCMO. And then you can also reach out to my lender if he says, okay, I'm going to give a shout out to my boy, Ryan V for now. If he wants me to put his website on this link, I'll go ahead and put it, and you can reach out to him. So until next time, I look forward to hear your comments. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks.